It's very important that we get married in a church, in a Catholic church, particularly to her family as well.
That evening, it's James's turn to go to church. If he wants to get married here, he's going to have to convince the priest, Father Gus, that his intentions are serious.
How long have you known Hollie?
I met Hollie first when I was 16. I met her in the same job. But then we met again under different circumstances when I was 21, so we've been together for around 5 years and lived together for about 2 years now.
I haven't heard that bit. Okay.
James is living in sin and in a hurry to get married. His future bride's happiness is now in the hands of Father Gus.
I was about 15 minutes late for Sunday night mass, which is not a good thing if you're, one, not Catholic, and secondly, wanting to get married in a Catholic church. And thirdly, you're not actually sure if you can get married in a Catholic church because you're not getting any sort of definitive sort of yes and no answers from the man in charge, Father Gus, bless him.
James needs a plan B, and fast. He and Paul are off to find a reception venue that could also perform a standby civil ceremony.
Why don't you just get married at Doncaster Register Office?
And then we'll have to do in my house.
Yeah, and then we can spend 11,500 on beer.
Paul wants to blow the budget on beer, but Hollie was planning to splash the cash on a grand venue. She's always dreamed of holding her wedding reception at 18th century Nostell Priory and is taking Kim on a fantasy tour.
Oh, look at pictures there, they're gorgeous.
Gorgeous, isn't it?
I was just going to say, I love that dome bit there, it's amazing.
I'd really like somewhere that has got a bit of a wow factor to it. I like the wow factor.
If it's wow factor she's looking for, then James's first choice of venue is certainly memorable. It's a nightclub near Barnsley. The place holds fond memories for James. He used to go clubbing there as a single man.
Does everything keeps coming back? Did you used to come before when it used to be the old...
Yeah, when it was the Night Owl, I think I should have been here before.
I'm not going to ask you about that. Stay there a minute while I go and switch some lights.
Okay.
How would you feel if you were to get married here then?
Ecstatic. It's gorgeous.
It's like,
and like I say, it's
place, really.
Yeah, it's completely different to just your normal hotel sort of thing. It's very special, isn't it?
Yeah.
Is it all of this?
James is thinking the same thing. And what's more special than a nightclub?
Oh, through. And what's...
With windows over the dance floor, could it be the perfect place for a wedding breakfast with a difference?
This is the balcony where you can actually see the if you've got an artist on, or if you want to, in fact, if any of your guests wants to actually go downstairs.
And you just all this for the night, do it, and then we've just got a little area here. I like that.
Every girl wants to feel like a princess, and this place does make you feel like you're a princess for the day. Like you've come to your own little private castle sort of thing.
I think he's very tempted to have his wedding in a nightclub. In fact, I think he should have his wedding in a nightclub. And probably from this moment on, I'm going to try and force it. I don't know whether Hollie would appreciate a wedding in a nightclub, but she went on this programme and, well, she faces the consequences. So I'm going for nightclub wedding.
Top advice, Paul. Next up, the Thoresby Hall Hotel is certainly grand, but it has a price tag to match.
The cheapest package is between £6,000 and £7,000.
Just for 20 people, just the minimum.
James wants 100 guests, which would cost him nearly twice his whole budget. Suddenly grand's not looking so good. At the cheaper end of the scale, the boys head for Thornhurst Park Golf Club. It's a bargain at just £2,000. But you get what you pay for.
Toilets are actually in the room.
This is a little bit more...
Working men's club.
Yeah.
So far, Paul's favourite, the nightclub, is the front runner. But the boys have one last place to see. Ye Old Bell is in the next county, and it's on a busy A road.
If Hollie turned up here, I think her initial view would not be positive. She'd be very apprehensive, I think. She'd be like, what is this?
It just kind of looks like a, well...
It looks like it needs painting.
Yeah, it looks like an old dirty pub.
Yeah.
Hold on, boys. Don't judge a pub by its exterior.
Okay. All right.
Beautiful, isn't it? This panelling came from Bradgate House in Leicestershire, where Lady Jane Grey used to live.
She'll go in and I think she might be, oh yeah, this is better. I didn't expect this like we did. But I just think, I don't think she'll be overly impressed. But, you know, she's your wife, mate.
Once again, James ignores his best man's advice and decides to book Ye Old Bell for £4,000. It's a brave move. Will he even be able to persuade Hollie to step inside? Today, James finally finds out if he's got a church wedding. He's already taken a massive risk with his gold dress and pub reception. If he gets a no from the priest, he'll have failed Hollie completely. The church expects couples to attend 6 weeks of preparation classes, but James doesn't have the time. The final decision lies with Father Gus.
It's essential that I feel in my conscience that I'm doing the best I can to ensure that your relationship survives. Therefore, I think if if it would be possible for you to seriously consider doing the marriage course as soon as possible after you've gone through the actual celebration.
That would be absolutely our priority.
Great effort has been made, and the willingness to cooperate with our expectations from the church's point of view. Obviously, the marriage is on.
Excellent.
It's on, yeah. Of course, I won't actually be marrying you. Did you know that?
No, I didn't know that. No. Okay.
But I will be there.
All right.
Because you actually marry each other. You're the ministers of the sacrament.
All right.
It's
oh my God. I'm relieved. Sledge very relieved. Even had a joke about it, but he was very serious about what was expected there.